Hello everyone, in this tutorial we will add the custom vehicle to our city sample project, and it have the deformation and this glass it can break when it's hit. Also we can hit another vehicle and we have all the sound system for this vehicle. First go to Destructible Vehicle project and then open this project. Go to vehicle 3 and the mesh and this proxy. We need to export this mesh because we need the skeleton of it. So add a new folder, and inside this folder we add new folder, name it default. You can place it anywhere and copy. And this skeleton proxy, export and choose this new folder location, save, export, and we need to export this skm vehicle 3, export, save, and this collision. In this tutorial, I use Japanese Sedan 86 low poly model, and you can download it from Sketchfab for free. And you can click download, and it is CC attribution, so you can use it in your commercial project, but you have to give the credit to the artist. I use this vehicle because it looks similar to our vehicle in our project, and we will reuse the skeleton and the physics asset. So make sure the vehicle is similar to the vehicle in your project. If the vehicle have 2 doors, you need to use the skeleton for the 2-door vehicle. If your vehicle is stuck, you need to use that skeleton. And we create Blender file and delete this. And let's import our vehicle, download our sedan source SM, and this is our vehicle. And this wheel we have to rotate it, and we need to join the part of the vehicle. Control J, and this is the mirror, the glass, and the wheel, and press A to hide. And some part we don't need it, like this. We don't have the bone to turn it, so we don't use it. And after we separate it, we can create all this folder and put it inside. And this is the deform part, and this is the wheel, 4 wheel, And this is the glass. Inside this glass, we have all the glass. Join it together. And the window. And glass that separate it part by part. And this is the frame of the vehicle. And this is the engine. And this is inside the vehicle. You need to scale it to be the same size of this vehicle, because it's when it's come, it's not the correct scale of the vehicle. Now create a new Blender project and delete this. We save it to this vehicle folder. And the name is vehicle 00 proxy. And let's import FBX and the proxy vehicle car vehicle 3. And if you import like that, you can see this bone is rotating to the sideways. So it is not symmetry. We need to import again. FBX and select this. Go to armature. Primary bone is x-axis and secondary bone is minus y-axis. And import FBX. We have to set this armature to this axis for the import, and when we export, let's import it. Now we have the symmetry bone, and add new collection. The collection name is proxy, and we use this deform. This part is the deform. Copy and paste it here. And new collection. The collection name is empty. And import FBX. Import this SKM vehicle 3. This skeleton is for our wheel to rotate. And we need to set the armature, primary bone X and secondary minus Y. And import FBX. And you can see when you hide this vehicle 3, you can see this skeleton mesh is larger than our new vehicle. So we need to edit it. To edit the skeleton mesh, you need to edit the two skeleton mesh, this proxy and this vehicle 3 skeleton mesh, because it need to have the bone of it need to have the same location. If it don't have the same location, it will cause the wrong deformation of the vehicle. Select these two bones and select all the upper bone and scale it to fit our vehicle. And move it back. And from the top view, we can scale y-axis. And our bone have the correct location. And you can adjust it further by edit and move the bone one by one. Like this. hide this bone and like this proxy, and we want to delete this mesh because we don't need it anymore. Press LP, clear, and keep transformation. We clear the parent from the bone, and let's delete, press delete. And we need to set the automatic wedge to this new proxy bone. But before we do this, we need to separate the bumper first. Press P and selection. And the front bumper, we can see it. Need to hide the bone. Hide this. And P selection. And we separate it. And this plate number, separate and join with this. Like this mesh, click on the and then our SKM frame, this physics joint, we don't want it to affect the wedge pane of the vehicle. So let's press tab and expand this and select all of this child of the physics joint and move it -2 Z value and select all of this, select the bone, Control P with automatic wedge. And to set the bone back, we need to edit and grab it to Z value is 2. And you can take our wedge pane, and we have the wedge pane on the vehicle. We need to clean this wedge pane later. And you need to take note that for this empty parent, the scale is 0.01. And this SKM frame, the scale is 1. And for the skeleton mesh, the scale is 1. The same with this empty bone. This parent is 0.01. So if you accidentally apply the scale and the scale of the parent is 1, let's do this. Select all of this, and if you Control A and apply the scale, and now the SKM proxy vehicle car vehicle 3, the scale is 1. When you export with this scale, it will have the wrong scale in Unreal Engine. So you need to select all of this again and scale it to 100 and apply Control A, apply the scale and scale it back to 0.01. And now this SKM proxy parent is, the scale is 0.01, and the SKM frame and all the skeleton mesh the scale is 1. It's correct. Now let's export. Select all these bones and select FVH. We export the proxy bone first and select object, selected object, and we only export the armature and the mesh. And this geometry, set it to face, smoothing. And this armature, you have to be careful with this because we need to set to the axis that is the orientation of the bone of Unreal Engine. Primary bone x-axis and secondary bone is minus y-axis. And we don't add leaf bones. Then export FVH. And now we hide this. And we need to export this SKMVK record 3. I forget to set this name. We have to change the name to SKM proxy vehicle car. Copy this and rename it to SKM proxy vehicle car vehicle 3, not vehicle 3, vehicle 008. And back to Blender, we copy this name and we need to export this. You can see the scale of it is correct. And select all. When you select all of the skeleton mesh, you need to use this X-ray mode. So you can select something that is behind and export FBX and paste this name and set the name is vehicle 008. And the same, select object, armature and mesh. And this is face, smoothing, armature, primary bone x-axis and secondary bone minus y-axis, and we don't add leaf bone. Export FBX. Next, go to our Destructible Vehicle project and go to Vehicle, add new folder. The folder name is VK Vehicle 008. And then we import this skeleton mesh. And the skeleton, we set it to none because it is the new skeleton. And we do not create material. And import all. And let's check the scale if it's correct. Open the skeleton mesh. And to see this bone, you need to go to character and search for bone. And set these bones to all hierarchy. And when we press F, it focuses on the correct skeleton mesh. And check this physics asset. And let's generate all body. See if it can generate. You can delete all of this. And generate all body. Now it generates it correct. And import the next SKM vehicle 008. And this skeleton, we set it to none because we want the new skeleton for this. Import all. And you can see the skeleton. And I just realized that this wheel is different from the vehicle 3. So go to the Blender empty and go to vehicle 00A project. See this wheel, copy and paste it. Add new collection. Collection name is wheel and paste it here inside the wheel collection. When we press tab on this wheel, we see there is no center. So we want to add an edge on this. Cut it to add the center. This one. Press K. Click. And we can delete other side of the wheel. We just need it to adjust our skeleton. And press edit on this empty skeleton. And this skeleton is very small. You can select and see this is the wheel skeleton. Click on it. Wheel front left. And if you select it by using the X-ray mode, you will select both of the skeleton, the left and the right. And for the snapping, click here and choose vertex and click on this magnet. Move X grab by press G and move it here and grab Z. And another, this skeleton mesh. It is wheel rear no spin L. Copy. Sorry, not copy. Move it. Grab. And grab Z. Now it stays at the center of the wheel. And like this skeleton mesh again. And export again. Export it to this SKMV vehicle 00A. And the armature bone is correct. Export FBX. And now we import it again. And it's successfully, import this. And it successfully re-imported. And save selected. Now we need to create the collection skeleton mesh by create new folder, Blender, create new Blender project and delete this default code. And we copy this empty bone, like all of this. Copy, Ctrl C, and Ctrl V. Because we do this because when we want the same skeleton mesh, we don't copy it and duplicate it inside the same project, Blender project, because Blender will set this root bone name to other root bone name. Example root 02 because it can set the same name. To have the same root bone name, you need to create a new project and copy it and paste it inside the other project. And we need to delete this, like and press Alt P, clear and keep transformation and delete, and this empty, clear and keep transformation, delete. We need only this bone. And open the vehicle 008. Copy this deform. You can close this, save, and paste it here. And like this, mesh and select the bone. After that, Control P and select with automatic weight. And you can check the scale. This SKM VK vehicle 3 it's 0.01 and this root is 1. This is scale 1. Correct. Save this. Name the project is vehicle 00 collision. Save Blender file. Like all of this and export FBX and select hit objects, amateur, receive, like mesh, geometry, face, amateur, x-axis, and minus y-axis. Don't add lift bone. And the name, we need to go to this project and we see the mesh and this name, copy and paste it here. Set it to vehicle 00A. Export. Then go to Destructible Vehicle project. Go to Vehicle. Import this collision. And the bone we choose SKM VK vehicle 00A skeleton. And import all. Now it automatically create the physics asset. And we can open this physics asset. Press F to focus and let's delete all of this and regenerate. We can generate. It is correct scale if we can generate. And we delete this proxy physics asset because we don't use it. And open this SKM VK and we use this new collision as the physics asset of this skeleton. And save selected. Let's add new folder. The folder name is mesh. And move all of this to this folder. Go to blueprint. This BP vehicle based destruction. Right click and create child blueprint. The child blueprint name is BP vehicle 00A. And move it to this. And let's open this blueprint. We don't need this. Mesh, clear, and clear this, bone, clear, the wheel, clear, and clear this. Compile. And go to this mesh. Set the skeleton mesh to SKM we call 008 SKM exterior. Set it to this proxy. And this proxy, we set it to this proxy, the new vehicle. And SKM destructible frame, we clear it. It's not yet important. And go to class default and set this SKM proxy vehicle to SKM proxy vehicle 008. This SKM exterior and search for visible. Set the visible to true. And we need to import the wheel of the vehicle. Go to our blender, show this wheel, and you need to set the same name as this one. Copy this name, export, and select objects, mesh only, and export this name 008 front wheel black, and this one is front wheel right. And this name copy, wheel rear L 008. And wheel rear right 008. And we can close this. Let's import to our mesh all this wheel and import all. We have this wheel. We need to create a new animation blueprint. Create new folder, animation, and go to this animation of vehicle 3 and copy this name. Create animation blueprint and select the SKM proxy VK and paste this. And the next animation blueprint, current class, and select on this vehicle animation instance and use this. And go to this and copy this name, paste it, edit the name, and we can open it and open this name and open this animation blueprint tool. Copy this and paste it here and search for input pose. Need to copy pose rotation. Compile. And open this ABP vehicle 3. This ABP vehicle 3. Copy this. Paste it here. And connect to output pose. Compile and save. And go to the mesh and set this anim class to ABP VK vehicle 00A. And this mesh, this proxy, post process any blueprint. We choose this ABP proxy post vehicle 00A and save and compile. Now we set the wheel to this front all and front left, rear all, rear left. Compile. And then we move it inside the scene. And delete this vehicle. We don't want the vehicle to spawn the breakable glass at this point. So we have to find the parent is vehicle based destruction. And this initialize, we add new variable. The variable name is custom vehicle and get custom vehicle. Create a branch and we only initialize the glass when it's full. And copy this and paste it here for the event on glass break. We continue when it's full and on component hit. Continue when it's full. We can play the sound of hit. So move it here and connect to the first sequence. Compile and save. And go to vehicle 00A and class default. We search for the new variable custom vehicle and set it to true. Compile, but our vehicle is in chaos because it have the completely wrong physics asset. Go to vehicle 3 and go to physics. This PA collision vehicle 3. And you can see all this Skeleton 3 and show constraint. And select all of these. Press shift and click the first and the last. And press Ctrl Shift C. Or you can right click and copy selected bodies constraint to clipboard. Then go to our vehicle and delete all of this. and Control Shift V to paste it. We can adjust it later. And let's play. And our vehicle looks better. When we hit C, it's open the door, but we don't have the door to open. So let's change this. Blueprint, BP vehicle base. And click on BP interaction. Right click and edit. On interaction started, we add new variable. The variable name is custom vehicle. After we cast to BP vehicle based destruction, we get custom vehicle and set it to this variable custom vehicle. And for the intercar or intercar teleport, we need to teleport if it is the custom vehicle. Create a branch, and if it's true, we teleport, and if it false, we intercar normally. And other decision is exit car, teleport, and exit car. And get custom vehicle, create a branch. If it's true, we exit car teleport, and if it false, we exit car. Compile. And let's play. Now when we press C, we enter teleport, and when we press C again, we exit teleport. And we can control our vehicle, and the wheel rotate incorrect. But our wheel is higher than the ground a little bit, so we need to adjust the radius of it. Go to vehicle 3 physics, and we copy this CVW, Control C, and vehicle 00A, add new folder. The folder name is physics, and paste it here. The name is vehicle 00A. Open it. Because I already measured the wheel radius, so you can set it to 30, and the wheel Y is 20. The same with this rear wheel, 30 and 20. Close all of this. Go to vehicle 00A. And vehicle movement component, wheel setup, and this wheel, we set the wheel class to this new physics, and this one for the rear wheel. Compile and save. Let's play. And now we can see the wheel is on the ground. But when the bumper drops, it's look ugly. Press F8, show the skeleton bone, and you can see this bumper drop when it's hit, but have a long mesh that connect to the vehicle. It's happened because this SKM proxy, we use the automatic weight to paint the weight, so we need to clean this weight paint. We go to vehicle and our vehicle 00 proxy. Close this and open this proxy and the skeleton mesh of it. And click on this and see the weight. Here is the weight, and the weight will affect the upper of this skeleton mesh. Click on this mesh and click tab to edit and click on A to select all and go to this object data property and click this arrow and search for bumper. This is the bumper vertex group, and you can remove the weight, or you can set this weight to 0 and then click assign. The same, and choose remove and remove all the bumper. Bumper front, bumper rear. To clean this, you need to click on the bumper and select and remove all of the weight from other bone beside the bumper bone. Just keep the bumper weight. Or you can remove all of the weight from all the bone and then repaint the bumper weight. So we need to go back and forth to import and export and adjust the weight paint. So I will cut to the finished result. And now after we clean the weight, you can hide this skeleton. Click on this mesh and like weight paint. And you can see all the weights that I clean it. And you can see this side view mirror. It's affect 100% of this mirror. But other place it don't have this weight. So you can download it, link in the description below. After we import, we can drive the vehicle and hit this wall, and the bumper is falling, but it don't affect the vehicle. And because our door, we don't want to open it, so go to animation, vehicle 00A, ABP proxy post, and copy post rotation, this bone mapping. We don't want the physics to affect the door, so delete this. Door rear, door front, and compile, save. You can see when before we play, the bumper is in the correct position, but after we hit play, the bumper move forward. This happened because our physics asset, our constraint, we copy from vehicle 3, stay in the wrong location. You can show the constraint. This is the constraint of it. For the front bumper, you can adjust it by click on the constraint and move it to the center of this child bone, child constraint. This post tool. And you can type it, but I already adjust it, so let's copy this location, post tool, and paste it here. And you can copy this post one too. And the center, we have 3 for the bumper, 3 constraint. It's a little bit hard to click, so go to character, and this body set to none. So we hide the collision and click on this, and you can type this number. And this one, stay at the center of it. You can copy from this and paste it. This Y is 52. And this position, copy and paste this position. Let's see, play test, and you can see the bumper is stay at the correct location. The front, and now we have to adjust the back bumper. And the back bumper, move to the back, and this constraint the position of this position tool. We need to move it to near this position 1. So let's set the position 1 to 30, and this Z is 0, and the position 2 is minus 182.5 and minus 35.5, and this one is 22. For the Y, it's not minus, it's 35.5 because it stay at the right side. You can see it's nearly at the center of this position 1. You can, if it's not correct for you, you can adjust it by move left and move right and see what's it affect the bumper of your vehicle. $30, and this is 0, and minus 182.5 minus 35.5 and 22. And let's play test. And you can see it stay at the correct location, the back bumper. And for other constraint, we have to adjust it to this example, this roof bumper. We need to move it to the right to this sign. 47, 43, or 44, and this the value 32. Is it nearly correct? And you can adjust this sign too. Minus 8, 8.5, and save. And when let's drive it and align with the wall, and it's working. We need to create another skeleton mesh for this destructible frame, and open this vehicle 008. And you can see this frame that I already separated. So create a new blender, and then we need the skeleton mesh of the proxy. So go to vehicle 00 proxy, and we copy this, and we copy this proxy vehicle 3. Control C and paste it to the new project. And we need to delete this skeleton mesh, like this skeleton mesh, and LP, clear and keep transform. This one, LP, clear the parent and delete it. Now copy the frame and paste it inside the new project. And save. The name is vehicle 00 frame. Click on this frame and click on the skeleton. Control P, armature deform with automatic wedge. And you can clean the wedge pane and press shift and press the bone to select the bone. You can clean it. You need to go back and forth to check that if your wedge pane is correct. So I will show you after I clean this wedge pane. And now let's export like all of this, and file export FBX. And the name of it, we get it from this SKM Destructible Vehicle 00A. And select Object, Armature and Mesh. Smoothing, choose Face, Armature, X-axis, and the scan is, the bone is minus y-axis. And export. And we save. Now go to our project and go to mesh, and we open this folder and import it, this destructible, and select the skeleton mesh is SKM proxy vehicle 00A and import all. And we don't need this physics asset. Delete. And we save. We can open this. And it have the correct scale. Go to vehicle, blueprint, and go scroll down, go to SKM frame destructible, and set this new destructible SKM to the skeleton mesh. Compile, save. We can set it to visible. And you can see we have this destructible. And let's hit the wall. And this destructible also collide. And you can jump on this roof. Now we need the static mesh for all of this. Now let's go to vehicle, the static mesh, and from our project we can see the name of this SM frame interior. Copy the name and we export this interior file, export FBX, and export it as the mesh selected object only, and rename it to vehicle 00A. And then the engine, copy this name, and we hide this engine, select it, export FBX, pass it, vehicle 00A. And the transparent, copy this name, and we need to export this glass, not the glass part. this all glass. Export FBX and paste it through A. Now let's import the static mesh to this project and import all and go to vehicle, search for SM and set the FM frame interior, SM all trends, and engine, SM engine. Now add new folder. The folder name is material, and we import the texture. Go to our texture that we extract from download and import all of it. Okay. Then add new material. The material name is M interior, and we set this interior, set this metallic RGB to fall, the roughness to fall, RGB. The same with this metallic and this roughness of the wheel and the bottom and this bottom. Close all of this, save all, and we use the metallic to metallic, normal to normal, roughness to roughness, and save. Create new material. The material name is M Patch, and use this as the base color. Add new material. The material name is line, M line, and set it to the base color and set it to translucent. And for this volumetric non-directional, change to surface translucency volume, and set this roughness to 0.1 and the opacity and set to 0.5. Save. And next material, M wheel. and set this wheel texture metallic of the wheel, normal, and roughness. Then save. Next is M material bottom and set the color and metallic, normal, and roughness. Save. Now close all this material and create a new material, M paint. Press number 3 and click, and reset the color to red, and the red color is 0.192, and click OK. Let's do base color and click number 1 on the keyboard and click on the mouse. Set the value to 0.25 and connect it to the metallic, and another one is 0.25 and set it to roughness and save. Go to CT sample vehicle, material, MI, copy this MI vehicle glass, paste it inside this material and open it. And now we set the metallic facing to metallic facing is 0.95. Opacity facing is 0.6. And we have to change this color 0.1927 and copy this for the green and blue. A little bit dark for the glass and save. Close all this material and go to mesh. Open this Destructible and we set the material. The first one is interior, and you can set the bone to select only to see the material, and the scan is bottom and it have the correct material. The next mesh is SKM proxy, and the first element set it to M paint and M bottom, and create a new material. The material name is M plate. And set it to this number plate. Save. Close this and set it to this plate. And next is M line. This plate, it is not plate. It is into M plate. And save all. Go to mesh and open this transparent and set the glass MIV glass, and this one is M line for the headline. And go to mesh, the engine material is M bottom, and next mesh is interior. The material is M interior and M bottom. Save all. And this wheel, the material is wheel, and set for all the other wheel. And save all. Now you can see this vehicle have the correct material. And we need to destroy the glass of the vehicle when it's hit. And we go to vehicle and vehicles 008, and for the glass we have this glass part by part, so export it one by one and rename it according to the project name. And after you export, you will get this FBX, and we name it to door front air trans hits box and to the windshield trans hits box. And go to our project, go to effect, vehicle broken glass, and add new folder. Folder name is VK vehicle 008, and add new folder. Folder name is glass, and import all of this, and then import all of this static mesh. Import all, because you can open all of this glass and then set the material to our MIV glass. For this headline and taillight, we set to M line material. this tail light, and the windshield set to MV glass. Save all. Close all of this static mesh. And then we copy this data set and paste it here. We can copy and paste, just duplicate, Control D, and rename it to we call 00A, and move it to this we call 00A. Open this data set, and you can see this data, and we don't use this unbreakable glass sensor. Let's clear it. Add new broken glass map parameter, and the name is custom roof trends. And we set the static mesh, this windshield trends hitbox, to this hitbox geometry, and you can use the frame rear as the static mesh, and this texture. To generate this texture, you need to use Houdini to simulate the breaking glass, but it's not working on that. We just do a little bit of trick to destroy the glass, and add element. The name is custom frame trends, and set to hitbox, this windshield trends, and use this same static mesh and this texture, and save. And you can go to the vehicle 3 and copy this, Control D, duplicate, set the name is 00A, and move it to this vehicle 00A. And inside this, go to class default and set the broken glass data to the new data that we create. Broken glass, we call 00A, and this one. And this DA deformable, set it to we call 00A. Save. Go to the destruction, and we initialize the glass for the breaking glass, and this on break glass, we connect it to the branch, compile. Next, we go to this function spawn glass particle local. And when the branch is true, we create a sequence. And copy this bow name equal. If it equal to this frame rear trends, copy this name and boolean, and we get custom vehicle. If it is custom vehicle, create a branch, and if it true, create a sequence and add function. The function name is destroy custom glass, and add input. The input name is key and name. And now we get broken glass map parameter, and define with this key and create a branch. And from this broken glass map parameter, we call the key, and we get the key to find the item from the key name, and get glass component array and get a copy, and we call is valid. If it is valid, we destroy this glass component. Go to this spawn glass function. In this sequence, we call this destroy custom glass and copy. And the key name is this name, custom roof trends, and the custom frame trends to destroy our custom glass. And C to comment on it, we name it to destroy glass. Save. Let's play test. Now we not yet spawn the glass. We need to change this data set. And we change only the hitbox geometry, and the static mesh we use the same static mesh. Or front L, and this one is door front O, door rear L, door rear O, frame rear, headlight L, headlight O, and tail light L, headlight O, and that's it. So, and let's play test. Now we spawn the correct static mesh of the glass, and when we hit the wall, so this is the end of our tutorial. We already created the custom vehicle that can receive the damage and deform the vehicle. Thank you very much for my generous Patreon members who are supporting me. Your support really means a lot to me. And thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you in the future tutorial.